Can you all see my screen? I'm guessing you can. Okay, so I am Helena Botero, and I am working with Chiara Ordóñez on our project that is called Conectados, which is connected in English, basically. And we are working on providing a lending system of cell phones, actually, to low-income students in Colombia and Peru so they can continue virtual education. So a little bit of the background. This project started because we realized that inequality in education in both Peru and Colombia was growing drastically. It was already pretty bad before the pandemic, but because of the pandemic, it's even worse because now children need electronic devices and need access to Wi-Fi to be able to study. And so many of the low-income families did not have both of these tools in Colombia and Peru. And we decided to work specifically in a territory called El Codito in Colombia because I have worked with them in the past for many years. And there we found that around 60 to 65% of children could not attend classes. And in Peru, we're working with a public school, which Chiara, she's from Peru, my teammate, knows and has worked with them. And around 70% of the students at that school are not participating in online classes due to the lack of resources. And so basically our objectives were to begin to alleviate or find a way to alleviate this inequality gap in Lima and Bogota through a pilot program, which is what we are basically launching and working on right now. And to help these low-income students have access to online education by giving them electronic devices where they can connect and have classes, and access to Wi-Fi, which we did through SIM cards. And well, ensure that students continue their education despite these limitations they face. So the project. Initially, what we wanted to do was pair two students from the neighborhood in Bogota and from the school in Lima, Peru together so that they both could share one device, which would allow us to reach more students so that, well, more students could access online classes. And once we would give these students the devices, keep track of their performance and how they're doing in school, if they're really participating. Because for us, it was very important not only just to be able to give them the electronic devices and for them to attend classes, but also to see if they were given these elements, if they would use them in the best way possible, basically. However, some, well, not complications, but when we were talking to the school in Peru, in Lima, they didn't think it was a good idea for two students to share a device because of COVID-19, and they wanted to be very careful with that. So we decided to only give them 15 cell phones for 15 students so that they wouldn't have to actually share the device. In Bogota, what we decided to do was give the device to families. Many families were lacking in electronic devices, so basically, if we gave one cell phone to a pair of sisters or brothers or siblings, then we were able to benefit 30 students. So in Bogota, we're going to work with 30 students, and in Lima, we're working with 15. And so basically in Bogota, we have already given out the cell phones and started like the first month of the program. And in Peru, we're going to start very, very soon. There were some complications, well, not complications, but it was a little bit longer to be able to get the cell phones and get the school to find the participants for for the pilot program. Oh, and additionally, right now, what we're going to do in Bogota is have a meeting with all the 30 students and their parents, so that everybody is on board with the program. And the same thing is gonna happen with Lima. And once this happens, we will be sending out surveys to the students and to the teachers of the students to be able to get their feedback. If their electronic device is working, how much classes they have attended, if they have finished and completed their homeworks, and their general feeling of the program and project, to see, well, to get feedback and see how we can improve it and if it is actually working. And then our future projections, basically. Once this program finishes, we plan to donate the cell phones to the families in Colombia and to the students in Peru, if they did a good job, if they took the program seriously, which we are hoping they will. And we also want to expand it. As I was saying in the beginning, this is a pilot program. So we only took these few kids from Colombia and from Peru, but we hope to be able to do this at a larger scale in both countries, because, well, education is a serious problem right now in both countries. So in the short run of future projections, we plan to start a fundraiser in both Colombia and Peru, and ask for donated electronic devices, used electronic devices. And with that, hopefully to be able to, if we see that the program is successful, to buy more data plans and give more children electronic devices with data plans so that they can continue studying. And on the other hand, we want to start a social media campaign showing our work. And this would be to first get people to know about the realities of education in both countries, and also know about the project and see if there's anyone else that can help us to move this forward and to impact more children. And that would be it.
Well, thank you, because this